Tired of always trying to control your anxiety? Suddenly change the way you think and allow that calm to come naturally. Hey, I'm Sarah. I'm an acne, gut, and anxiety naturopath. And today I'm going to help you understand how to improve your mindset resiliency so that you can find long-term freedom from your anxiety. I wish I could wipe off my hands and say, that's it, you're done. Rewiring your beliefs is all you need to do to get rid of your anxiety forever. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Because the thing is, you are a human being. You're experiencing new things each day, you're meeting new people, you're going for new jobs, you're out in the world living. And by living, you're always going to have the potential to be exposed to new anxiety triggers. But that doesn't mean you have to react to them. I mentioned back on the episode how to treat your anxiety, the 4 life-changing factors that could set you free. The fact that you have the potential to develop anxiety resiliency. Now, I always use the analogy that your anxiety resiliency is like a suit of armor that you're putting on back in those medieval night times. Basically, your environment, your mindset, and your physical health are the 3 factors that can strengthen that armor. It's like having a helmet put on, a chest plate, a shoulder guard. When you have all 3 of these resiliency factors, your armor is super duper strong. So if an anxiety trigger comes swinging your way, it bounces right off because you're really protected. But if any of those resiliency factors are a little bit weaker, like your environment may be a bit dodgy, your mindset isn't super strong, or your physical health isn't balanced and optimized, you'll be missing pieces of those armor, like your helmet might be gone, your chest plate might be gone, or your leg guards might be gone. So when an anxiety trigger comes your way, it can easily get through the gaps in your armor and cause damage. So the key is, let's get your anxiety armor really, really strong. And in today's episode, we're going to be focusing on your mindset resiliency. So what is mindset resiliency? Well, it basically refers to your thought patterns. A key question to ask yourself is, are you generally thinking positively and optimistically, or are you generally worrying and thinking negatively? Your attitude and the way you think is like a domino effect for your anxiety. If you're in a generally negative mindset and you're always constantly worrying, it lays down the foundation for your anxiety and it can send you easily on that downward spiral to experience anxiety when a potential trigger comes along. But if you're in a really accepting and positive mindset, you're not going to be as prone to experiencing those anxiety triggers when they do arrive in your life. Your attitude can set the foundation for how you feel. I'm sure you've experienced a time when you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you're just feeling grouchy, you're not feeling good, you're looking for all the flaws and everything seems to go wrong. But if you wake up and you're feeling really good, hardly anything seems to go wrong because you're not looking for them and your mindset is in a really strong place so then you're not affected when they do happen. So thinking positively and happily is super duper important. Unfortunately, you can't just click your fingers and instantly become Buddha or the most positive person in the world. It takes practice. But with practice, eventually you'll get to a point where you automatically start thinking positively without you having to try at all. So how can you get this positive mindset? Well, it starts by paying attention to your thoughts and choosing to respond positively. You might not get it right the first time, but at least if you can catch yourself having a negative thought, you can tell yourself you can choose again. Remember, things can happen to you out of your control, but you are the master of your thoughts and your behaviors, so you can choose how you want to respond. It's also by creating a morning and an evening ritual that uplifts, inspires, and energizes you and weeding out the toxic parts that fuel your anxiety. It's by forming daily habits that ground you back down and feel like a shot of passion in your day. It's about regular de-stressing and self-care. It's choosing to do the things that matter to you, choosing to do the hobbies that you love and do the habits that regularly ground you back down, lower your cortisol, and fill you with calm and peace. There is lots you can do, and in future episodes, I'll be going into more depth about certain techniques and tips you can do to improve your mindset resiliency. But to start you off today, I want you to do this exercise. Grab a blank piece of paper, and on there, I want you to identify who your non-anxious ideal self is. Choose 3 words that describe the person who you want to be that doesn't feel anxiety and feels really confident and strong in who they are. It might be that you're confident, it might be that you're calm, it might be that you're in control, it might be that you're happy or forgiving. Choose 3 words that really resonate with you and really encompass the person that you ideally want to be, the person who doesn't experience anxiety. Then start to pay attention to your thoughts day to day. And when you notice a thought pop up, see how you automatically respond to it. Then pause for a moment and think how that ideal, non-anxious version of yourself would respond in this situation. How they might think, how they might respond, how they might act in any given situation that makes you potentially feel anxious. And then embody that person. Become that positive version that is within you and start thinking the way that she would and start to reduce your anxiety. This is just the tip of the mindset iceberg, but it's the most important one to start with. So stay tuned for next week's episode where we'll be diving deep into your environmental resiliency. And remember, your anxiety is not your destiny. Your solution is out there, and a life beyond your wildest dreams is just around the corner. Till next time. Tired of always trying to control your anxiety? Now, I wish I could say, fudge knuckles. Now, I wish I could say, that's it, you've wiped off your hands, you've healed your anxiety forever. But unfortunately, that ain't the case.